Good day, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday live trading session. So today we see some volatility in the market, and some of our previous trades came into nice profits. Euro GBP yesterday, nice profits, and today dollar CAD analysis also came into profits. So I hope that you made some pips during London session. Now we had an ADP data release. We are still waiting for the crude oil inventories. So volatility is expected to resume during the next few hours. So before I start showing you setups and possible entries, quick risk disclaimer. But before risk disclaimer, this is me, and have in mind that patience is always the key to trading success. So always be patient, wait for the market to come to you, and do not rush into trades before the setup actually happens. The risk disclosure statement stating all possible risks associated with Forex market, and by accepting the risk, you're also proceeding further with me. Have in mind that CFD and Forex trading are leveraged products, and Forex are leveraged products, and can result in losses that exceed your deposits. And this video is not part of the .co.uk website, but the globalnews.com website. So for all of you who are new here, my name is Nenad. I am a professional trader and professional analyst. I work very closely with Admiral Markets, and I also trade with Admiral Markets. So for all of you who are new, you might be wondering why, because Admiral Markets offers really very competitive spreads. The order execution is great. It's STP execution. And expect soon my blog about comparing ECN STP market makers. STP is the best order execution by far, and I will explain why, and a lot more things, including the thing that I am very proud of. It's called MetaTrader Supreme Edition, and MetaTrader Supreme Edition has also been developed. They asked me about, the development team asked me about some things, and I said that this should help traders. So I had also my part, a small part, in developing of the MT Supreme Edition. So very glad that you are here always in good numbers. I like to see even more people, and every time when I log in here on this webinar, I see even more people coming in. So just guys, feel free to invite all of your trading friends, all of your friends who are still struggling to trade, who are still basically who don't have any success in trading. Let them come to me. I will help, and I will be very glad if they start making money in this great market. And also have in mind that if you know some traders who are also successful, just bring it here to trade with us, because I trade intraday and my setups are valid usually during next few days, and it's in between intraday and intra-week swings. So rules and setups for our live trading: we use POC zones, master candle setups, Wolways, price action, whatever actually comes at us. We can trade, but of course we always need to be patient and wait for the price to come to us. Everything that you see here is my personal opinion and trades, and the accounts that I am showing, that I will show, are my personal accounts. Market or pending orders, that is what we do here. Of course we don't scalp during this session because it's very strenuous. I cannot scalp on my live account during live trading session, but I am very willing to make market order in form of intraday positional trade if I see the opportunity, or we can make pending orders also. Positional or breakout trading is what we do here most of the time. If we see no setup, we don't trade. That is why we use pending orders. Also, once you're in a trade, you need to do your own management. Recommended risk is 0.5 to 1% per trade, and do not exceed 2%, because you want to trade like professionals. Have in mind that losing is also part of the business. So you need to keep your risk under control. Session recap trades are valid from Monday till Wednesday, while live trading setups, pending orders are valid from Wednesday till Friday. Friday is day to take profits, and always use profit stops. Okay, it's very important that you use profit stops, and do not forget to follow me on Tarantula FX. It's very important that you follow my Twitter, my also primary it's Twitter, but I also post my setups on Facebook. Of course, you're able to see that first on Admiral Markets website. So when I post it, I tweet, I post on Facebook at the same time, so you can always see prefect setups that should be valid immediately. Okay, so go through it. I'm preparing the blog about Camarilla, so you will be able also to see what I use to analyze and trade the price, and your understanding of POC zones and other setups that I show should be even higher. So just let me make a quick recap of today's profits. So if you went to technical analysis and dollar CAD analysis, I hope that you made money, guys, because price came here very, very, very close to POC zone, and then it was rejected as I predicted on good ADP numbers. And I think that this dollar CAD was really a good trade if you traded it. So this was the analysis that I published, and straight after the ADP, it went off, making some nice profits. So I hope that you actually made some pips on the dollar CAD trade setup. So this was today's analysis, and now let's see what we have for other setups. Dollar yen, guys. Dollar yen is in a strong uptrend, and I am preparing to buy dollar yen. This is the setup, very clear, guys. When you trade with me, you always have clear entry, clear stop, clear target price. So this is what I see on a dollar yen. Now let me just open my dollar yen template, and I will show you here. This is my dollar yen, and this is basically what I'm seeing here on dollar yen. So let's do a quick MTF analysis. When I trade, guys, my style of trading is maybe very specific, because I'm a very fond of Camarillas, and I use all price action tools that are at disposal. You can read about it and you can learn it from a price action trading school. Of course, Camarillas are just one step more in my trading, and when I trade, I never take a look at a single time frame. My trades are usually made on 1 hour or 4 hour time frame. Most of the time it is 1 hour time frame. So I always take a look at higher time frame perspective, and then I do a top-down analysis and top-down approach. So from these, guys, we can assume that the price is here in a nice uptrend. So this was a breakout, then the price is in a consolidation phase, but have in mind, guys, this is weekly time frame. So I'm using this weekly time frame just to mark important price swings and momentum. Actually, higher time frames do not use momentum, but rather trend. Momentum is used on lower time frames. So according to the basic price action teaching, you have three important and those are three main principles in trading the price. Remember this, what I'm telling you, because this is what you should definitely remember once and for all. Price action consists of trend, momentum, and direction. Direction can be either retracement or a trend thrust. Trend is used on higher time frames, while momentum is used on lower time frames. We always use a pullback in the price when we want to buy or sell. So what is the logic behind the MTF trading, and what is the logic behind making precise entries, what I usually do with my analysis and my trading? It's the MTF approach. So we need to assess all time frames in order to find a time frame for entry. Weekly is showing nice spike to the upside. Daily is showing sorry guys, I thought that I lost you for a moment. Can you just confirm that you can see my screen? Because suddenly I wasn't able to see anything. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the problem is with this technology. Really, suddenly I was like, what the hell happened here? I don't see any questions. I don't see any screen. So yeah, I think that now it's okay. Yeah, video was stopped. Now actually everything is fine, and I'm very glad. I'm very glad that all is good. So now, guys, okay, okay, everything is working fine. Uh, so okay, so now let's see. We are having. You don't see the screen. I'm not sure why. Just wait and okay. We should. I will definitely take care of this because I know this software pretty much fine. So yeah, you should be able to see my screen. Yeah, it's okay now, right? Great. Okay, thank you guys. Thank you for your comments, and yeah, thank you for being patient. Sometimes these things might happen. Okay, so watch this. Now we are waiting for a pullback in price, guys. We are waiting for a pullback in price. The market is pulling back on dollar yen a little bit, but I want to see a clear retracement. So that is why I was thinking about making a trade that has a loss of momentum. So when you trade, guys, you need to see a loss of momentum. You cannot buy here. You cannot buy here. So you just need to wait for a price to drop in order to buy. So I'm waiting for a price to drop, and that will be my actual entry, okay? When price actually drops enough for me to buy. So what did I say? 113.85 should be my market order, and here I'm waiting for the price to pull back because I want to see a clear pullback. The only time frame where I can make an entry at this point is 15-minute time frame. But I want to, you see, now it's pulling back. It's pulling back, but you see it's having a thick histogram. It's a sign of a nice pullback. But then again, I want to see it here, guys. I want to see it lower. On 1 hour time frame, unfortunately, we don't see a possibility to buy at this price. So we are still waiting. We still want to see whether the price will make any substantial pullback, or but it's very, as you can see, it's close. I'm monitoring also other pairs. Let's see, let's wait. Maybe pound dollar. I'm waiting for pound dollar. Maybe I will make an order on pound dollar. Yes, let's see the pound dollar, guys. Let's see the pound dollar. It's rejecting. It has a 4-hour uptrend. This is pulling back. 15 minutes, guys. Yes, this is my entry. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm waiting, and I will buy this right now. I'm buying this. Okay, live trade account. I'm buying this, guys, and I hope that the price will actually listen to me. So let's wait. Okay, I'm buying this pound dollar. So pound dollar is in a buy trade, guys. Again, I did a top-down approach. Daily is basically having a W pattern. Okay, 4-hour time frame. It has strong uptrend. 1 hour is showing retracement. So this was the lowest time frame. I'm making an entry. It's 15-minute time frame. MACD below zero line. Rejection. Great, nice pin bar from this. This is very, very important zone for new entries. It's daily L1 to daily H1. But as you can see, the price is very volatile. So I will keep my stop loss at 50. So my stop loss will be 32.50, guys. Okay, my stop loss is 32.50. And this is what I will make right now. 32.50 is my stop loss. So it's 46, okay? And also have in mind that you need to do your own lot size. Do not follow my lot sizes. Maybe you like to trade more conservatively or whatever, but you can see here that my stop loss is actually in accordance to risk on this account, okay? So, I mean, this is not a big risk. I'm always trading with low risk. So I bought a pound dollar, 32.50 stop loss. Let me make it, okay? And targets, I want to see it higher than 33.20, definitely, because the price is in an uptrend. This is ATR projection. So let's see what we can use. If the price listens to us, it should have a nice confluence. Let's see. Yeah, this is the first target, 33.36, and the final target is in between projection high 33.67 and 33.80. So let's see if the price will listen to me this time. I would love to see the price going higher. But yeah, okay, I mean, there was some news, and now we are actually seeing a nice pound dollar spike. In this case, we have pound dollar trade. I would still wait with dollar yen. Dollar yen now is on hold. So pound dollar, it's low risk trade, and 32.50 is my stop loss. And let's see, I mean, if the dollar yen goes up from this spot, we might see a stop loss hit here. But I actually made my position based on top-down approach. So let's see. Pound dollar, it needs actually to make a new swing high on 1 hour time frame in order to proceed towards these levels. Moders is asking, is this clear who is the new chief of Federal Reserves? Honestly, I haven't paid attention to latest news regarding the election of new chief of Fed. Really, I was so into the analysis and trading and other stuff, so I really need to pay attention to that. So will do, guys. One of the reasons here why we saw a little bit of a pullback on the dollar side is actually this data here. You see here, guys, it's actually ISM, manufacturing PMI, and this is, you see, it came, well, much lower than expected. I mean, it's not much lower, but the deviation is still around 1 point. So that is why we are seeing a pullback now. Also, we had positive news on manufacturing PMI on GBP, so I would like to see a spike on GBP. The only reason why I see that GBP is hesitant to go up is because tomorrow is big news for GBP. It's BOE inflation report, monetary policy summary, and of course official bank rate. Market is predicting a hike of 0.25, so it should give a boost to pound, but the only thing that I don't know is how much of this strength is actually included in the price. So that is why, but I still think that pound dollar should go higher, guys. I mean, at least on intraday perspective, this is the final projection high. We have a buy trade, so let's see what will happen. I hope that we will have some nice spike to the upside and that we will enjoy actually profits from this trade, but you never know. I mean, it can be also a tricky trade just because, as I say, just because market is waiting for the news. But this is live trading webinar, so we want to trade what we see, right? So let's wait and see. The stop loss for GBP is 30 to 50, okay, below daily L3, below this support, and of course here. Now, obviously I will, so this is below daily L3, 32.50, okay. The price is having some nice pullbacks, and I mean on 15-minute time frame it was oversold, and let's see if this will actually give us some pips. But as I say, in order to see a big spike on pound dollar, the price needs to break this candle, this high today, and proceed towards 33, 36, and then higher. So we will see how we will manage the trade. It will depend, of course, on trade momentum. Okay, that is important. Trade momentum is very important. Now I will open, let's see, another chart, and someone asked about euro dollar. Euro dollar, guys. Okay, if you remember what I was telling you about euro dollar last couple of times, I was telling you that euro dollar was actually now in downtrend, and definitely, as I predicted, it was sold on 16.55. Okay, so it was sold here. It had a double top, so for me it was not surprised that actually it was sold from this spot. Usually price prefers to retest these things, and also this is order block here, so the price actually rejected from this zone here, and you can place a nice trend line. You see how it was actually respected. Now the only thing here on euro dollar is it's very low range. You see ATR 14, so it means the ATR for the last 14 days was only 74 pips. If you go here, guys, And now I will show you to also, let me just show you. Okay, it's actually ATR here. I will put the ATR to 2. And you see the ATR2 is 44. It means that the last 2 days saw only 44 pips of price action in euro dollar. So this is really negligible. This is very low. And honestly, guys, this was not tradable. I mean, euro dollar, you can make some pips on that, but it's it's not very friendly, honestly, to trade at this point. It's very, how can I say, it's very slow, and I don't like these slow movers. But well, if you traded it as I was telling you, you could have made some pips regarding these short setups on this level here. Now let's see pound yen. Someone was asking about pound yen. Pound yen is pretty much, for me, pound yen was also one of the better, one of better trades. It could have been during session recap, but session recap gave us only 30 pips because the price spiked afterwards. So pound yen is definitely buy the dip. Every time frame is bullish. Weekly is bullish. Daily, guys, is bullish. 4 hour is bullish. 1 hour retracement, so 15-minute entry, but 15-minute didn't pull back. So I want to see a pull back on 15-minute. MACD needs to be below zero line. Okay, it needs to be below zero line according to my 3 time frame drill down. 4 hour uptrend, 1 hour retracement. Watch this, MACD thinning, and 15-minute bang. It should go definitely below the zero line, and I hope that if it does, then we will actually be able to make some also nice trades on pound yen. Now I'm talking from my Camarilla MACD approach. Camarilla MACD is my trading method. I have developed it, and it uses market and pending orders, set of custom indicators. This is my template, and this is also a template, guys, for all of you who want to actually have it. This is free one. It uses these order blocks and these lines, but I actually, of course, making trades from my own template, because the analysis template and trading template has a little bit of difference, because the analysis is prediction and reaction, and trading is purely reaction based on the MTF approach. So you see now it's very easy to see this. It's hitting this trend line, daily L3 trend line. It needs to break more to the downside on euro dollar, but as I say, it's trapped in a range, very low range. The ATR is only 44, and I will make it now 14 days. Very, it's not a big difference, very slow moving pair. You see, pound yen, again, it needs to have a pullback. So if I see a pullback, as I said previously, on 15-minute time frame, then I will buy it. I presume that a pullback, enough of pullback could be seen around 151.14, but I'm not sure if the MACD will go below zero line. It means actually, as I was already telling you, either CCI, guys, or MACD should be oversold. But on this template, we are only watching 1 hour, so it should be oversold. Here, I need to see it on 15-minute below zero line. It's very important. The question about oil, yes, Mahmoud, oil, today we have crude oil inventories, and crude oil inventories should actually move both pound yen. They should also move dollar CAD. Crude oil should happen very soon in 30 minutes. So this should move pound, yen, and dollar CAD a lot. So let's see what will happen. And FOMC, guys, ideally, we want to have all trades closed before the FOMC. I am actually, as you know, as you can see, I have a pound dollar trade, and pound dollar trade also is now in profits. But the main thing is I want to close it before the actual FOMC. It will be very risky for me to trade also on during the FOMC, okay? Also, guys, you know that I'm a big fan of new MT5, and I also trade the MT5, so you can always check how it works on Arma Markets platform. It's very, very easy to set up. It's very easy to use. My favorite indicators are, of course, mini trade terminal and correlation matrix. And here you can see the MT5 in action. You can place trades with this order ladder. It's very used. That is what I usually do all on real time trading ideas on Thursday. So tomorrow we will have another live trading webinar. And this account, I'm holding also few trades on this account. Of course, as I say, every different account has, guys, different risks. So here I actually have 2 trades also. I have both trades are on pound dollar. One trade I made earlier, and this second trade I made now during the webinar. So let's see what will happen. Stop loss is very clear, 32.50 on pound dollar. Mattia is saying, do we need to close today's setups before FOMC? Okay, good question. If you are in the profit, for example, on this on the pound dollar, then my advice is, guys, to actually well, you should definitely close. You should close your trades because those are intraday trades. But another setup that I will show you, you can wait with closing because I think that it will happen after the FOMC. The second setup that I wanted to show you is actually New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar is another setup that I wanted to show you, and this is what I will do. Just give me a few seconds. This setup is actually made on a 4-hour time frame. New Zealand dollar, I'm waiting for this price to actually sell it. I hope that it will, well, I don't know if it will happen today, but it has 2 days potentially to develop. So until Friday it would be good. 69.75, 76 is my pending order, but I will be looking at price. If the price gets here close to my pending, I might make a market order, then scale in if the price goes higher. This is the actual setup that I wanted to show you. It's New Zealand dollar. Okay, wait, this is just a small typo on the text. So the market is New Zealand dollar. It's sell limit, okay. It's sell limit order, and it will be positional sell trade. If this trade develop, I will keep it over the weekend, okay. So you always need to apply logic, guys, when you're trading. The New Zealand dollar is also slow mover, and even if it happens, but I don't know if it will happen during the FOMC, my bet is that I will actually trade it because it's New Zealand, you know, it doesn't have big range, and this is what I see really on New Zealand dollar, and this is the setup on New Zealand dollar. So 4-hour, because weekly is a strong downtrend, okay, strong downtrend. On monthly, on weekly too, daily is having retracement, okay, this is retracement, and 4-hour entry will happen here definitely. MACD will also go above zero line, and it will hit this level. So I think this could be a nice pending order. I'm waiting for this to happen. And let's see. I hope that we will make some pips with this. I also made a scalp trade on 62.20. Sell. I close it for some 25 pips. It was very clear that this would have been a nice scalping entry. So 25 pips here. So on next spike, I will definitely sell here, and I will keep this trade over the weekend. It's 4-hour time frame. So you see, with Camarilla, MACD, and my trading setups, you can always trade intraday and intra-week setups. This should be an intra-week setup, and my targets will be 69.25 up to all these Camarillas, but I will be also watching a 4-hour price action to actually protect my profits. The price can drop even here, but let's not go this far because the ATR is only 70 pips, so it will take some days, right, to develop. And this is, guys, what I see on New Zealand dollar, so take is as it is. I made a pound dollar Matia on 32.94. Stop loss is 32.50. Let's see. As I say, it's a risky trade because of crude oil, but the risk, you should have 1% of risk, really. 1.5 is the maximum risk for that trade. Pound yen entry, I don't have any pound yen entry, but I have a potential entry. If we see a nice pullback, this could be possibly 15 minutes entry here around 140, 151.1514. This could be a nice entry, and stop loss should go below this daily L1 150.97. Let's say 150.90, somewhere around that spot. And the last question before we actually sum it all up, it's gold. Of course, gold trade here. Potential, let's see, drill down, top down approach. Weekly, monthly, daily. Yes, you already have a buy entry here because monthly is in a strong uptrend. Weekly had a retracement. Daily pull back towards quarterly L1. Thinning histogram here. So your entry is, you should have made a buy order around 1271.55. This is daily, and you know, daily will take some time to develop, and you should, I think that the price should go up on gold according to this top down approach. But you know, it's daily, so it might take some few days to develop, and unless the price is rejected very strong from this level, but it has already started its move. Okay, guys, so Euro, Australian dollar. Okay, this is the last question. Euro, Australian dollar. Modres is saying he's having a buy trade. Okay, weekly up, daily, 4-hour. Well, 4 hours should be, you should have made potentially 4-hour pending order, but I would say you should keep your long entry until the price breaks 51.13 or 10. If the price breaks 51.13 to the downside, I think that you might be stopped out. Okay, that's well price action, and that is what you should be paying attention to. Houston is saying, where can I get a Camarilla indicator? Free Camarilla indicator. You can just ask me. I will send it. It's free. tarantulavx@gmail.com. We have paid. We have free indicator. I will send you free indicator if you want it. So thank you guys for listening. Let's see what will happen. So pound dollar, an entry was made, 32.92, 32.50 stop loss, guys. Let's see if we will make something out of it, but we should keep it lower risk. Thank you for listening. I will talk to you soon, guys, and do not forget to sign up for real trading ideas tomorrow. Okay, guys? Talk to you soon then. Cheers. Trade safe.